Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, a driver profile on one Noah Gragson, born July 15, 1998, Las Vegas, Nevada. Noah started racing Bandoleros at the age of 13, which was 2011. Eventually moving up to late models. He started at the Bull Ring there in Las Vegas. We know a couple other NASCAR 75 greatest drivers that started there, the Busch brothers. In 2014, Noah won the Young Lion Road Course Championship. By 2015, he was ready to move up to the NASCAR ARCA Series, or K&N Series. He raced in the K&N East and West and then ARCA Series. He made his K&N West debut at Kern County on March 28, 2015, finishing third. His first K&N West win came in his third start, Tucson Speedway, in 2015. In 2015, he ran two ARCA East, K&N East, because now it is the ARCA Menards Series East. 2 East races, 13 West, and 1 ARCA race with 16 starts, 2 wins, 7 top 5s, 13 top 10s, finishing second in the K&N West point standings. In 2016, he ran full-time in the K&N West and the East, ran 11 races in the one ARCA race and 2 truck races. He made his Truck Series debut for Walter Motorsports number 18 at Phoenix, finishing 16th. He had already signed to drive for KBM in 2017, but KBM was running for a championship with William Byron and Christopher Bell. There's a couple Cup names we know. And then wanted to concentrate on that, so they worked with Walter Motorsports to do the 18 for Noah. Bill Baglio, I think his last name was. He's actually who Kyle used to drive for before KBM in the Xfinity Series at one time. So he already had a relationship with him. That's how that got started. So in 2016, he made the first start at Phoenix, finishing 16th. That year, he ran the full East, 13 races, 2 wins, 4 top 5s, 6 top 10s, and 5th in the points. Full K&N West Series, 14 starts, 2 wins, 8 top 5s, 12 top 10s, and finishing third in points. In 2017, his first full year in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series for KBM, he finished 2017, his first. What did I do here? Oh, okay. In 2017, he won his first race, his 23rd start at Martinsville. That year, he ran 23 races, 1 win, 4 top 5s, 13 top 10s, and 10th in points. In 2018, he ran the full Truck Series schedule, ran 2 K&N East, 2 ARCA races, and 3 Xfinity races. He made his Xfinity Series debut for Joe Gibbs Racing at the Richmond race, finishing second. Truck Series, he had 22 starts that year with a win, 8 top 5s, 17 top 10s, 6 poles, and second in points. In 2019, he moved to Junior Motorsports. In 2018, when the deal was announced, he was supposed to take over for the retiring Elliott Sadler in the number 1, but they decided to move Michael Annett to the number 1 and put out of the 5 and put Noah in the number 9. And so, driving from Junior Motorsports, number 9 that first year, 33 races, 9 top 5s, 23 top 10s, finished 8th in points. He got his first career Xfinity Series win in Daytona 300 2020. He ran 4 seasons with JRM, 2 years with KBM, 4 years with JRM. Can you tell me a driver that was set up better with 2 of the greatest in NASCAR history driving for? In his time, 2019 through 2022 with Junior Motorsports, 132 starts, 13 wins, 60 top 5s, 93 top 10s, 8th, 5th, 3rd, and 2nd in points. Now that did come with some controversy. In 2022 at Road America, he intentionally spun Sage Karam and was fined $35,000 and 35 points. We all remember it was a 13-car pileup going down, coming out, I think one of the kinks, one of the right-handers. He just turned right into Sage Karam. He even said he messed up. And, people mess up. Things happen like that. Later on that year, during the playoffs, he had some run-ins with Ty Gibbs, and he had made statements that he hated Ty Gibbs and would wreck him if he could. Ty Gibbs ended up winning the championship, but Noah went over to Ty Gibbs during the celebration and congratulated him. Like he said later, he still doesn't like him, but he was able to respect what he had just done. In late 2022, it was announced that he would drive for GMS Petty Racing, which became Legacy Motor Club, driving the number 42. This came about after the merger of GMS and Petty Motorsports, and they were able to secure the number 42, which used to be with Chip Ganassi, but after Trackhouse bought Chip Ganassi, they weren't going to use the 42. Mike Beam was like, hey, the 42 is available. Let's just do the 42, 43, bring it back home to Petty like it used to be back in the day. Mike Beam actually worked on the 42 for Petty, working for Kyle Petty, so that was kind of cool. Mike Beam is the general manager of Legacy Motor Club, what used to be GMS. 19 races here for the 42. Best finish 12th at Atlanta. It's been a rough season due to the fact that they announced in April that they were moving to Toyota next year. So when you're down on the pecking order of these manufacturers, you don't get the manufacturer support that other teams did. If you look at Chevrolet right now, the pecking order is Hendrick, Childress, Trackhouse, and then everyone else. Being way down on that list, you don't get as much as those teams do. Same way with Ford. It's probably Penske, Stewart-Haas, Roush, everyone else. Toyota is a little different because they only have the two teams right now. So the fact that Legacy Motor Club is moving to Toyota next year, I think that would help Noah Gragson, help Eric Jones as well. But with zero factory support this year, learning the Cup car, yes, he made 18 Cup starts last year. Ran for Beard Motorsports. Ran for Colic, ran for Rick Hendrick. His debut was the 2022 Daytona 500 and the number 62 for Beard Motorsports, finishing 31st. In Daytona 2, he was able to finish top 5. That experience coming into this year did help, but it's still been a rough year. Acton Gateway, he had that brake rotor explode, spinning around, hit pretty hard in the wall, concussion-like symptoms, missed the race at Sonoma. Back in May, he got in that fight with Ross Chastain on pit road. Pushing match, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, having a bad year. Tempers rose at that point. Was suspended indefinitely by NASCAR on 8/5 about an Instagram post. Here is what Legacy Motor Club had put out Saturday morning. We made a decision to suspend Noah Gragson effective immediately regarding his actions that do not represent the values of our team. Josh Berry will drive the 42 entry this weekend at Michigan. Noah's response to that was, I am disappointed in myself for the lack of attention and actions on social media. I understand the severity of the situation. I love and appreciate everyone. I try to treat everyone equally no matter who they are. I messed up, plain and simple. He owned up to what he did. Later on in the day, NASCAR put out NASCAR fully supports Legacy Motor Club's decisions to suspend Noah Gragson following his actions on social media. NASCAR is determined that Gragson has violated the member conduct section of the 2023 NASCAR rulebook and has placed him under indefinite suspension. Now, typically when NASCAR does any type of suspensions, there is a road back. What he did, right, wrong, or indifferent, there are actions to anything you do. There are actions to it. If your company has a code of conduct and you violate that code of conduct, this is what can happen, because you not only do you represent that company, especially in sports. If it's just the average Joe Schmatnik working down the bagger at the local grocery store, that's one thing. But when you're on national TV representing not only the Legacy Motor Club, but your sponsors, Wendy's, Sunshader, you drive in a NASCAR series, you represent NASCAR, you represent NASCAR's corporate partners, Coca-Cola, Xfinity, Geico, and Busch. You also represent the sport as a whole, NASCAR itself, and all the entities that come out of that. When you do something to violate the code of conduct, there are ramifications, right, wrong, or indifferent. I do see from my opinion, what I've seen in the almost 40 years of fan of NASCAR, there are ways back. There will be some type of, just like Kyle Larson in 2020. I would compare this a lot to that. So look what happened with Kyle Larson in 2020. If it follows the same path, There'll be some training he'll need to do. He'll need to get reinstated into NASCAR, which is fine. And then he'll need to either come back to Legacy Motor Club. I know there was rumors before this that he was leaving, that they're going to replace him with John Hunter. If John Hunter takes over the 42 next year because it's Toyota, that's not on John Hunter. That's on Toyota and Legacy Motor Club. This was not a Legacy Motor Club trying to push no out the door. You violated the code of conduct. Plain and simple. And he even admitted to that. He said, yeah, I messed up, plain and simple. So it is on him, and he knows that. I think there's a way back. I think he will get back into the Cup Series, if not in 2024 and 2025 or beyond. He's a talented driver who deserves a second chance. Is it the worst thing in the world he did? No. Is there a way back, just like with Kyle Larson? Yes, there is. Alright, that is the Noah Gragson driver profile. Again, I am a Noah Gragson fan. Definitely one of the talented guys out there. Just needs to get with the right people, and he'll be back a winner. He's won in every series except for Cup. He'll win the Cup someday. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports channel content.